Hello everybody, today we're going to be doing the grade 6 lesson 2 worksheet. Let's get started right now. There are 10 backpacks for every 19 rolling backpacks. What is a possible ratio of backpacks to rolling backpacks? As we know, ratios are just basically like factors. 10 divided by 19 has to equal what we think as of a possible ratio. For example, the answer to number 1 is D, because if you multiply 10 by 3, you get 30. And if you multiply 19 by 3, you get 57, which means that the factor of multiplication is the same between both, your numerator and your denominator of your ratio. That's what makes D correct, because if you were to divide 30 by 57, you'd get the same number as if you were to divide 10 by 19. Let's move on. Mia has 36 forks and 24 knives in her silverware drawer. What is the ratio of knives to forks in the drawer? 36 to 24? That is 36 to 24, you'd write it like this, or as a fraction, you'd write it like this. 36 to 24, the answer is A. Why? If you divide 36 by 12, you get 3. If you divide 24 by 12, you get 2. 3 to 2 is a possible ratio. There are 50 empty seats on the bus and 20 passengers. What is the ratio of passengers to empty seats? I'll go a little bit slower for this one, just to illustrate it a lot of different ways. There's 50 empty seats on the bus, and there's 20 passengers. The answer to this question is A, but why? Passengers to empty seats, first of all. That means the 20 comes first, and the 50 comes next. This is incorrect. Second of all, if we were to change 20 to 50 to 2 to 5, we'd have to divide both sides by 10. And you could see that if we divide both sides by 10, it equals 2 to 5. Boom, that's the correct answer. But if we were to change 20 to 50 to something like 3 to 5, we'd have to divide 20 by some number that gets 3, which first of all isn't possible. Or we'd have to divide 50 by 10, and that would equal 2 out of 5 and not 3 out of 5, which makes this the incorrect answer. Same for 2/3. You divide 20 by 10, you get the 2, but if you divide 50 by 10, then you wouldn't get the 3. That's just not possible. It's the incorrect answer. 3 to 2, same thing. You could divide 20 by something to get 3, but the same number wouldn't be able to divide 50 to be able to get the same ratio, is what I'm saying. Again, you can look at ratios as also fractions. For example, 20 to 50 is just 20 over 50. And if you simplify this ratio, or this fraction, you just get 2 out of 5. That's a really easy way to think about it. The side lengths of two squares are 10 inches and 22 inches. What is the ratio of the lengths of their sides? 10 to 22. Or if you were to divide both sides by 10, 1 to 2.2. 10 to 22. Multiply this by 1/10. Or no, this is a bad example. 10 divided by 22. If you were to divide 22 by 10, what you would find you get is 2.2. Now, this number is significant because you can just solve all of these. And if they equal 2.2, like this one does, then it's the correct answer. For every 9 workers that are employed, there are 6 unemployed workers. What is a possible ratio of employed to unemployed workers? So this is going from a small number to a bigger number, which we saw here. So ratio of employed to unemployed workers. What is a possible ratio? So the answer to this is one of these 4. But which one is it? Well, let's see. First, we can do division. 9 divided by 6 is 3 divided by 2, or 1 and 1/2. 100 divided by 200 is 1/2. 500 divided by 900 is 5/9. 300 divided by 100 is just 3, but 300 divided by 200 is 1 and 1/2. See how the ratios equal the same thing? That means they're the same ratio. And A is the correct answer, of course. The values in the table below are proportional. Fill in the missing number. 3 to 9. So for every 1 can, there's 3 cups, which you can find by doing this. 6 cans, 6 times 3, 18. For every 1 can, there's 3 cups. And you just need to multiply the 1 can by 6 and multiply the number of cups, which is unknown, by 6. Every week, there are 7 days, and there are 24 hours in one day. What is the possible ratio of weeks to hours? This one's a little bit tricky because you have to go through multiple conversions. The answer is A, and I'll show you why. There's 7 days. There's 24 hours in one day. What is the possible ratio of weeks to hours? So we have 7 days, which is 1 week, and we have 24 hours, which is per day. So what could happen is, let's say that we wanted to use this ratio. What is 7? What's 7 times 3? It's 21. 21 days is 3 weeks, which is why this makes sense. But we just multiplied 7 by 3, so we have to multiply this side by 3 also, which is 72. Now that we have that, what is a possible ratio of weeks to hours? Oh wait, this doesn't make any sense. Let's do something else. We have 7 days, and there's 24 hours in one day. Let's get the base ratio. How many hours are in 7 days? 7 times 24, 168. And in one day, there's 24 hours. If we were to multiply, so 3 weeks is 21 days, which means you multiply 1 by 21. What's 24 times 21? The answer to that question is 504. So we have 21 to 504, but this is 3 to 504, so what's different? Weeks. This is days. Since 7 days is 1 week, we convert it to weeks, and that makes it 3. Because 21 divided by 7 is 3. So this is our final ratio. Lastly, the values in the table below are proportional. Find the missing number. 10 to 15, or 1 to 1.5. The answer to this question is going to be, 1 second. The answer to this question is A, 22.5. Because 1 to 1.5, 15 times 1.5 is 22.5. Thank you for listening. Have a good one.